So when you take a machine from upstairs, you have to make sure that it has one of this disinfection cartridge. Ideally, it should be a C cart disinfection. So what do we need to line the machines? So see this way. We need a bicarbonate. You need two saline bags, one 500, one 1 liter. You need your Artiset, and you need your filter, which is your dialyzer. And you need your acetate cans with a 453 can on your prescription. And make sure as well when you take a machine from upstairs, you have a straw. Because this is where you're going to connect your acid can to connect it to your acetate. Right, let's turn our machine on. At the side of the machine is a power on and off button. So if you press that, the machine will do like a small bleeping sound, and you know that it's running up. So you could hear that sound. While that machine is running up, you can already connect your acetate and bicarbonate. For your bicarbonate, the bicarbonate holder, to remove, you have to remove the disinfection cartridge that was there previously. So to remove it, you have to pull out the bicart holder and then push up. Otherwise, it will not open for you. This will just get discarded. And then we're going to use put our bicarbonate. So this bicart have got cover on each end. So make sure you remove that and save it. It's either you position it on the side of the bicarbonate or you put it on top of the machine. And then position your bicart, just make sure that it will puncture properly. Again, make sure it does puncture properly, otherwise you will have leakage when you connect the machine. Now we're going to connect the acetate. So put your straw first in your acetate and then connect your. So this one you have to press and pull, and then if you connect it back, you have to press and push. So just like that. This will be the face of your machine while it's running up. You will notice that it's doing its percentage check. So while the machine is doing the percentage check, you can already line the machine. So what it's doing is it's making sure that the machine is okay and safe to use before we can use it on a patient. Depending on the function of what you're at the screen, the half of the screen is touch screen, but otherwise this is not. So all the instruction will be red on the bottom of the screen. Make sure when you're lining the machine that you start from the top to the bottom. You cannot jump your steps, otherwise the machine will not let you. So before we do anything, let's just do some parts of the machine. Yeah, because the machine will tell you which parts are you going to open or connect. So have the familiarity of the parts of the machine. So when we say open sensor bar, this is our sensor bar. And the machine says open arterial pump cover, this is our arterial pump cover. And it's just to like open it up and the cassette holder will get pushed out. So first thing that you're going to open is your Artiset. Just make sure on the Artiset you've got a sticker here wherein it tells you the lot number and expiration date of your set that will get attached to your monitoring sheet. So it's on this part. So we're going to open the set now. Just be careful when you're opening the set that all the papers are still attached on the lines. Otherwise, if you let go, you don't want your key parts to be going on the floor. So just be mindful, this is your cassette, that you have two round bits at the back. So this will get in contact with the pressure sensors on the front of your machine. You've got these three holders wherein your cassette will sit on. So looking at your screen, it says place cassette holder and then close arterial pump cover. So just follow that in order. when you position your cassette holder, just make sure that you don't have any lines trapped behind the cassette. So it's flashing at you. So you place the cassette holder and then close arterial pump cover, and it should feed through. Now what we want to do next is to tidy up your lines so that you'll know where you are at. Otherwise it will just confuse you. So whatever is on the end of your cassette, you put it on the side. So use your holders. So you've got these holders on the end of your machines. So just slightly pull that through. So that top, that's the bottom. There. And this one, your other line, so this one is the closest one. So just put it there. Now you've only got 2 lines hanging through there. So looking at your screen again, it says route venous line through air detector. So which is our venous line? This is our venous line, and this is our air detector. So just put it there, and then if you go to your second line, route arterial line through hemoscan sensor. So this is our hemoscan sensor. And then it wants us to close sensor bar door. And then close it up. So anything about heparin, we ignore. So the first 2 lines of this instruction is all about heparin. So we don't do anything about heparin. So if you go to the third line, it says place venous line to venous clamp. So this is our venous clamp, that's our arterial clamp. So just slightly move it down. So remember, don't take the paper out again, otherwise your lines will be everywhere. Just put your venous line to the venous clamp, and then your arterial line to your arterial clamp. Once you've done that, the machine is asking you to please wait following instruction to complete cassette line connections. So we wait until we have this blue box. So again, this blue box will have those instructions. Again, follow it from the top to the bottom so that you will not miss anything. Now this is the time that we open our dialyzer. So when we get our dialyzer, we have another sticker that we are going to attach to our dialysis sheets again, just for the lot number and expiration numbers. So it doesn't matter as well which side we're going to position the dialyzer. But ideally, when you put your dialyzer, use the clamp, put it at this position so that it will be easier for you when you attach your fluid tubes. So looking at your box, your first line says connect blood lines and fluid tubes in the dialyzer. So which is our blood lines? These are blood lines. So it goes at the top. So make sure you secure this properly. Yeah. And then fluid tubes to the dialyzer. So this will go to, so red top. So just make sure you've got the green line. Just make sure it's on properly. And then we connect the venous as well. And then the fluid tubes. So that's your first line done. Your blood lines and your fluid tubes. The next one is your saline bag. Connect saline bag of proper volume to venous infusion line. So this is the venous infusion line. And this time you need to open now your saline bag. You're going to use the 1 liter bag because this is your priming bag. So at some point you will get this alarm, this orange alarm that says preparation cannot proceed until dressing is complete. It's just that the machine is just being impatient, so you just silence that so it doesn't distract you. Hang your saline bag. Now with your venous infusion line, before you spike your line, make sure you clamp, because otherwise you'll have saline flowing through your lines and you're not connected to your lines yet. And then spike your bud. So we've done the second line. The third line is connect patient lines to EVA clean ports. So which is our EVA clean ports? So this will be your EVA clean ports, which is your arterial and venous. So you are now going to connect your patient lines. So this is the patient lines that are going to be connected to your vascular access later on. So when you connect this, just make sure this is secured properly, because sometimes they come in loose. So secure it, open it up, and then just put it in there. And you do the same thing on your venous one. So make sure it's secure, open it up, put it in. Now you've got your fourth line on your blue box. It says verify clamp status. All that is any line or clamp that's not connected to anything, you can close, which is your 2 arterial and the white clamp. We close that. And then the saline, we need to open that because we need that saline to go through your circuit when you start priming. Once you've done all of those 4 instructions from your blue box, confirm.